Hey guys, what's up? What is going on out there today, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are, as you tune in to another episode of 7 Around 7, live version right now, which is 8 a.m. Mountain, 7 a.m. Pacific, or if you're catching this on the replay. And what I've got for you is another quick look at how we can become more offensive with our forehand topspin rally ball. I've got a point I want to show you from a match a few years ago. I played in Minneapolis, and then a big announcement about a brand new course that is going to show you several things about how to take your forehand, the standard, boring, in play, let's keep it neutral forehand rally ball, and we're going to kick it up a notch. And I've got a brand new course that's now wide open. You can get into it for the next till Sunday night, this Sunday night at midnight Pacific, at a very special price. It's bundled into a 4-course bundle that is really, I think, an extraordinary deal, and I'm hoping you'll take me up on it. Assuming that you want to take your forehand rally ball, kick it up a notch, and let's get rocking with it. Look, before we get into kind of the details of what the offer is, let's go ahead and first of all look at this short little video here. And what I want to show you is, we talked about mindset, the importance of mindset with sort of beefing up your forehand topspin rally ball, and getting out of that notion that this is just going to be a neutral in-play ball. It could be, but I want you to start thinking more about, what are the possibilities that maybe intentionally you're not thinking about, right? So intentionally you might be thinking about this ball, which is actually, this thing's coming in a little nasty, right? It's my opponent has actually hit a good kind of a slice drive, right? It's not a sitter. It's not hanging up. It's actually going to move through the bounce. And for me, I'm thinking middle, right? And anytime I've got to play a ball that's slightly on the rise or, completely on the rise, timing can always be an issue with the rally ball. And so for me, it is, let's go right back up the middle with a free swing. But in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking, if I'm a hair late, if I'm a hair late on this, where's it going? Well, it's going back up here. If I'm a hair early, it's going over here, right? So the thinking is that's always a possibility. And guess what? That's okay, because the shot may turn out a little bit better than, hey, this is a tough ball. It's coming in hot. It's coming in. I got to play it on the rise. I'm just going to free swing right back up the middle, and let's see what we get, right? And so worst case is you get a ball right back up the middle. We sort of eliminated the thing where it's going to be short. It's going to land short because we're driving out through the ball, right? We've got some swing freedom out through the ball, and we're just trusting that, right? In this particular case, it's not totally up the middle, but it's slightly to the right of the middle. But I can feel right here without having to peek, right? Without having to look up to see what my result is. I can feel in my hand, throughout my body, exactly what's the quality of the shot that I've hit. And the first thing I know, the first thing I feel is depth. This is going to be a really deep, tough ball for my opponent, no matter where it lands. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? I might be getting a short ball. So let's offensively, mindset, let's be looking for that short ball. And sure enough, as you can see, he comes up off the ball. And look, as soon as you see this, as soon as you see your opponent swing up and off the ball where he's a hair late, the chances are that technique-wise, the ball's not going to be deep, right? So what's your job? Your job is to get on this thing early. And what can you do here, right? Could you play an approach shot? Sure, you could with this. Could you play another standard, offensive topspin rally ball? You could, right? You could do several things. The setup looks like to your opponent, not knowing what's coming, and you could play a little nasty dropper, right? A little nasty dropper right in here. So let's go back. We'll take a look at this in real time. And so again, getting more offensive with your rally ball, your forehand topper rally ball, it really comprises, a few areas. Number one's mindset. Be looking for opportunities, and tactically, what can you do? Technique, I've got 3 keys in the technique that help me, especially with swing freedom on it. And so, look, there it is. Let me get back to where we are. Hold on for a sec. We'll stop that. And so, look, we've gone through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, right? I'm showing you sort of 4 different examples of how to get more offensive and how that works, how that plays out with your forehand rally ball. And look, I know we've been pretty passive with the thing. We've been pretty tentative with that, thinking that all we really want to do is just be neutral on it. And hey, man, what's going on, Rich? Good. I like thinking about your strategy to use the center strap on these. Yeah, I mean, and Rich, that's exactly right. So that's what I'm thinking about when I get a tough ball coming in hot, coming in deep to my forehand, and I'm thinking, well, my technique strategy, my tactic here, let's just go right back up the middle. Let's find a spot above the center strap, and let's just swing for that spot. I'm not going to come off it. I'm going to swing through to that center strap. Obviously, I'm keeping the sidelines out of the equation, and I'm not worried about the baseline over there because that's not my target. My target is not thinking, well, I got to keep it inside where it creates, a tentative swing through the ball. My target is no, I'm just swinging freely right over the center strap, couple of feet, whatever it is, and I'm trusting that if I do that and I bring in some swing freedom to it, that it's going to keep it inside the baseline. And look, like I said, if you're a hair late, where's the ball going? All right, it's going up the line, probably pretty good. If you're a hair early, and we've seen that earlier this week, where I was a hair early on an intentional up the middle shot, it worked out really well. But the mindset there is that you've just got to be more offensive mentally in thinking that you're going to produce a lot of unintentional opportunities. And if you're not ready to take advantage of them, or if you're critical, right? I've seen this a lot. Guys go super critical. They think I'm going up the middle. Oh, man, I'm a hair late. That's not good. Wait a minute. It's great. Maybe if you tried to go up the line and you're a hair wide, you're a hair late, that's not good. So, Rich, good comment there. And not sure where I was before I started addressing the comment. But we've seen 4 examples. And so what I've got for you guys this week, and by the way, if you're an all lessons package student, you know that you get free access to this course. All you got to do is go over to Web Tennis and just log in. You can just log in and you'll have access to this brand new course. Let me show you though what I've got in this course if you're not an all lessons package member. And I think you'll be impressed not only what's in it, but the stupid crazy price. Hey Chris, good question. Let me address that a little bit later. How do you think about the rally ball in the doubles context? Not much differently. And that's really a good way to think about it in doubles. How can we use it? I'll get to that in just a sec. Anyway, let me show you what I've got for you in this new course, and here we go. So okay. So look, here's what I've got, and the title of it is How to Play an Offensive. And let me make sure this is actually showing up the way I want. Yes, it is. Good. How to play an offensive topspin forehand rally ball without it landing short and sitting up. And that's generally the problem that we have we typically don't take rally balls and they sail deep, or, they might go wide because you're late, or they might go wide because you're too early. Typically, the reason for that is because your target's way too small, right? You're not thinking about, as we saw on this point, let's drive it right back up the middle. And if we get an unintentional result, which is a hair early or a hair late, that's fine. But we want to make sure that technique-wise, we don't land this thing short because we got a crazy grip or we got a crazy swing shape, and have it land short and sit up for our opponents. No. So look, here's what I've got. On the left side over here, here's what you're going to receive in this brand new course. Number one, the masterclass, which is a video description and demonstration from real tournament match points. This is not theory. This is stuff that actually happens in our matches, and I'm going to show it to you from real points in tournament matches. This is broken down into a 4-part course. Number one is mindset. And like we've been talking about, this is not a passive kind of quote unquote wait and see. This is changing our mindset in terms of what's possible, in terms of taking advantage of intended and also unintended opportunities. Part two, I've got 3 technique keys so that you can stop landing your short and having it sit up. And they're simple. Any player can do that. Doesn't matter which skill level. I mean, if you're at a higher skill level, you're just going to execute it a little bit better. But there are definitely 3 technique keys to get more offensive with that topper forehand rally ball. Part 3 are the 3 basic tactics, right? So it's one thing to have a great mindset, one thing to have maybe the technique squared away. But if you're not thinking tactically on this, then you're just being too passive. And I want to show you the 3 basic tactics. And then there's the 2-step practice plan. That's kind of part 4. Obviously, you've got to go out there and consciously work on the technique keys. You've got to work consciously on the tactics, right? And I'm going to show you in the practice plan how to do that with a practice partner. But the other thing too is mindset. You actually have to consciously practice mindset, and that's the first step, right? The second step is really more the subconscious. How do you transform yourself from being a conscious, working on this stuff, to then going into the match, the real match, and being able to get out of your own way, thinking that, we don't, or we're trying not to manufacture this stuff. We're actually trying to trust our subconscious that it knows what to do, right? And there's a way to practice that, and I'm going to show you in the second step of the 2-step practice plan. I'm also including 3 bonus courses, right? Which is the updated, number one is the updated how to build supreme stroke confidence by building the no more peaking habit. And one of the keys one of the benefits, one of the purposes of making sure that you're building a no more peaking habit, right? No more peaking, where we have a tendency sometimes to sneak a peek out into the landscape to see what we've just done with our shot right before contact. We all know it kind of throws the swing path out of alignment. It's a complete unforced error, but it really destroys confidence. And I'm going to show you how to build the habit to where we look like Fed, right? We're not lifting up our head. We're not lifting up our eyes before contact. We're actually kind of exaggerating doing that afterwards. And you start to feel the result of what you've done. And when you do that, you start to get supremely confident. And once you're a confident shot maker, it's a different ball game. That's going to be one of the bonus courses. The second bonus course is going to be the topspin forehand passing shot mindset and technique. Slightly different technique and mindset for the passing shot as opposed to the offensive topspin forehand rally ball. I'm going to show you that in this bonus course. And then the third bonus course is the ultimate heartbreaker, the forehand topspin lob. Look, I mean, you get someone up there at net, you show a couple of passing shots, you set up to do the same exact thing a third time, and the next thing you do is whoop, there goes the clean topper forehand topspin lob. And now for future points, they're just not sure what's going to happen, right? So I'm going to show you the technique on how to do this and the disguise. And really, this does boil down to disguise. You've got to be able to have the exact same setup, hitting position look as you would on a passing shot. I'm going to show you how to do that. All four of these courses, right, individually, if you were to buy them retail, $438 for all four courses. But until this Sunday night, July 25th, midnight Pacific time zone, that's right, you can get the whole thing, just $47. And the reason I'm doing that, it's a brand new course, right? I really want to get it out there into as many players as possible. And then starting next Monday, price goes back up to the retail, bonuses go away. So this is really a great opportunity right now to jump on this offer. There's a link down below. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, just click that link, go through, go ahead and get enrolled, and let's get started. All right, guys, let's go back here, and there you have it. All right. Look, any questions on any of this stuff, right? On the rally ball we've been working on for the last 4 days. Any questions on the brand new course that I've got for you? Any questions on the other courses that are bundled into that package? Let me know. Best way to do that is through email, brent@webtennis.com. Chris, let me answer your question. How do you think of the rally ball in the doubles context? You know, I think of it more as an approach shot when I've got a server who likes to serve and stay back, right? So let's say I've got a server who pumps in a really tough first serve, and I can't play what I like to do, which is kind of a chip and charge and get in as my return. I think of my return to serve in doubles as just a simple approach shot. I can do it about 95% of the time on second serves. First serves, it depends on the server. You know, if they're super predictable, even if it's a big serve, then okay, I can kind of bump and run and get in. But if it's a big serve and I can't get in on that return, then my job is to play it back cross court, get it back to the server, and ideally put it in front of my partner, let them do something. Maybe they throw in a fake poach, whatever. But if the server plays their next shot back to me, and I haven't gotten in and they're still back, then I'm looking to get around, unless the ball's way out wide on my, the ad side of my backhand. I'm looking to get around and play a topspin forehand, kind of a semi-high roller approach, right? And the reason I want to go semi-high roller is, number one, is if the service partner poaches, rather than a drive, if they poach, and I'm playing the ad side most of the time, if I'm not, it still works. If they do move and they've got to deal with a really high backhand volley or a really high forehand volley, that's a tough shot to do any damage with. So that's the time I'm going to use it, and it works. It works, but technique-wise, you've got to have the right technique on it, and you've got to have the right mindset. Right, the right mindset is like, if the guy poaches, let him poach. Let him deal with this kind of semi-high topspin looper back cross court. And there you have it. So hope that helps, Chris. That's one situation in doubles where I'll definitely use that kind of topper forehand, quote unquote, rally ball. For me, it really turns out to be an approach shot. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Look, again, any questions on anything we talked about today, let me know. Just shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. And a reminder, this offer expires this Sunday night, July 25th at midnight Pacific. So jump on that. Before then, the link is down below in the description area. If you're on my email list as well, there'll be more announcements in the next couple of days as well. Guys, it's time. All of us, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.